Welcome back to Wake Up Epic. We're learning versatility with the mastery flow today. What is mastery? What is versatility? And what's the shadow of indifference? So before we step into the embodied practice and wake it up with a few possibility statements, take a moment to relax your body and notice what the impact is for you with the words indifference, versatility, mastery. Which one of those words feels more of where you're at right now? You're relating to life through indifference, relating to life with versatility, relating to life with mastery. Those are the gene keys themes of the 16th hexagram. The human design idea, the gate is the 16, is the energy for communicating. So imagine communicating with enthusiasm. So it says the energy for communicating with enthusiasm, the correct expression of mastery. But it needs a relationship with the gate 48. So there's something about relationship here that's necessary for mastery. And that 16 by itself is enthusiasm without depth. It's the just do it gate. So think about the things where it's like, you may or may not have the skill, but part of you is like, just do it. And how much we receive the message of, just be yourself and you'll be successful. Just follow your passions. Just be you. And if we only did that and we developed no skillfulness, are we going to build buildings? Are we going to paint something that looks like a human, if that's what our intent was? Or there's an orange and I'm painting, but it doesn't look like an orange. Was that my intent? So what is the connection then that we can explore between the enthusiasm we can have for something and the skillfulness to actually execute it or communicate so that other people execute it, or in whatever way, actually get it done? The embodied story then, if we look at the hexagram, starts with yang, yin, yin on the top. So with our body, we're shifting forward into the space together. And we're dropping down into more sensing, into a softer, more receptive space. And we're coming narrow. We're being in the situation. We're being in the experience. This is called bridge in UZAZU. And bridge, ideally, is a space of connection. So the context or the support for the 16 is this space of connection. Hey, we're here together. We're resonating. What resonates with you? So already, what is enthusiasm? Well, it's starting with a sense of this resonates. This makes me want to connect, or I allow myself to connect with this. Then the self steps into the bottom trigram, yin, yin, yin. We're shifting back into self, away from other. We're dropping down, staying down in this receptive space. And we're coming narrow in it. So the whole time we're in it. There's something special about the 16, about being sensitive and in it. So a sponge, take a moment, close your eyes, or at least look within, and give yourself the experience of feeling your experience. Whatever versatility is, it has us choosing to feel our experience. And then having receive the gifts, receive the message, open your eyes, shift back forward into bridge. So our embodied story is, in this world of connection, I feel my experience and I bring something back into this connection, into this resonance. Try this a few times. Connecting, feeling, connecting. Go slow enough that if there's any glitches or emotions that come up, you can be gentle with them. And find out what is familiar or what's possible for you in this connecting, feeling, and connecting. To make it just a little more stark, contrast something you want with something you don't want. Now let's make it really easy. For what you want, think of something like really delicious. Brownies, steak, veggies, something delicious. And then think of something you really, really don't want to do. I don't want to mow the lawn. Okay, so now with the thing that's delicious, bridge with it and sponge with it. Connect and feel. And now shift to the thing you don't want to do or wouldn't want to do. And what is it like to bridge and sponge, to connect and to feel with what you don't want to do? Okay, great job. Let it go. So that should have brought on some lessons, some sense of what enthusiasm is, and how versatile you can be, or how indifference shows up. Like, I'm just going to keep being indifferent to this thing I think I don't want to do. Instead of, hey, I need to do it. How can I have some versatility? How can I feel, okay, let's just do it. Let's just do it. So let's now drop in 4 possibility statements. You've got the movement flow, so you've got the mastery flow. We'll spend 90 seconds, about a minute and a half, in each of these 4 possibility statements. The practice is simple. You'll continue to do bridge and sponge. I'll say the statement, you repeat it for yourself, and you can modify it if you like, if you find that the words don't completely fit for you. We're dropping the words in to help focus our experience of what this hexagram has to offer. And we'll see what we get. Here we go. Come forward to bridge. Touch in on the sponge. Bring that back into the world with bridge. I can stay in touch with my feelings while relating to people and things. I can stay in touch with my feelings while relating with people and things. Our second statement, I can easily ground into the feeling of my connections with others. I can ground into the feeling of my connection with others. If there's any resistance to grounding into your connection with others, notice if that feels like indifference. Is there a quality of indifference that stops you? Our third possibility, I can be comfortable being close and intimate with all kinds of partners. I can be comfortable being close and intimate with all kinds of partners. Our fourth possibility, I can be comfortable giving and receiving. I can be comfortable giving and receiving. Now bring your attention to the gifts you have to share with the world. The gifts you have to share with the world. We've got the space of giving, receiving, feeling comfortable, being intimate, versatility, and mastery. So make the commitment to no longer be indifferent and to be versatile, to be masterful with sharing your gifts in the world. And knowing that this energy is way more about enthusiasm than the skillfulness of it. Focus on allowing the enthusiasm to continue. Nothing can stop it. You see what you love to be and love to do, and you just, it's like, yes, yes, more. Now find a finish in bridge. And in bridge, look around the room, find something that somehow it calls to you. There's something interesting and enthusiastic for you. And we can completely let go of the skillfulness or the how or figuring anything out. Just pure enthusiasm. Just do it. We're about to step out of this archetype. So see what message, what gift there is for you. What's the takeaway for you? When you're ready, step out of bridge into neutral, shake it out, let it go. And now's the opportunity to bring that wisdom, all that experience into some sort of distilled form. So see if there's something you want to share with the group or write down on your own, some form of words and expression. The big thing for me at the end was the sense of enthusiasm that's not necessarily correlated to skills or doing, just the pure freedom to be enthusiastic at the level of just do it, even if I die. Just do it, no matter what the risk. Yay! Despite the consequences. That's where I was left with that.
What I noticed is the stepping across that line of forward and back and going back and forth. Maybe that's the core of skill, is to go back and forth across the divide, any kind of divide. I mean, here it's self and other, or inward and outward. But that was quite interesting how easy it is to encounter friction there. But friction is good. I mean, it's not like it's a problem to be fixed. It's just something interesting to notice.
Yeah, thank you. I feel like I want to at least name, because it's so connected to the 48, I want to name something about the 48. When I look at the 48, so the idea from human design was the 16 is just enthusiasm, the 48 brings the doing, the skillfulness. And I wondered, well, what do we see that's different in the hexagram? So the hexagram for the 48 is pillar in UZAZU, and then and gateway. So it's pillar, gateway, pillar, gateway. Both of them are active, and there's a mix of narrow and wide. So very lightly, oh, and they're both self. Like neither of them are other, whereas 16 was self and other. So to keep it really simple, what that says to me here is there's a doing, there's an agency, there's an activity of self in the doing, in the skillfulness, in the making it happen. And there's both in it and understanding it, doing it, being in it, and relating to it. So if we have the 16 and the 48, we have something like the ability to connect with enthusiasm to what matters, what resonates, where the joy is, that willingness to have the energy to do. And then 48 is, hey, I'm going to do it and understand it and do it and reflect on it and do it and understand it. Put those two together, connecting with what resonates, being able to deeply feel its truth, its gifts for me. It is about connecting to others, right? Anything that I might be excited about. Hey, this thing, I want to connect with you and get some approval. So that game, and I'm going to do it. And I'm going to trust this impulse to do and to make. And hey, isn't that pretty cool? Tell a great story about it. So it stands out. It's interesting to me how much the thing that is different is all self, doing and relating to this impulse of action. So we'll do a deeper dive on the 48 another time. So this completes our epic journey of mastery, of versatility, and exploring the 16th hexagram. Thanks so much for participating. Thanks for being epic, and I'll see you in the next adventure.